Yo, what's happening, everybody? This is Rico Lamitte, founder of Cannabis Global, decentralized media broadcast organization, and also the host and co-producer over at the State of Cannabis News Hour, where you can get your daily dose every single morning on the weekdays from 9 a.m. Pacific to 10 a.m. Me and 11 other thought leaders in the industry go over the biggest news stories in the industry and debate why it's important to all of us. Today, I'm going to be joined in just a few seconds. She's on her way in a cab over to the facility now. I'm going to be joined with Dale Sky Jones. She's the executive chancellor over at Oaksterdam University, the most storied educational institution in the cannabis industry. And we're going to be talking about City of LA Grow 2022, which is happening today at LATTC, Los Angeles Trade Tech College. We're going to be talking a little bit about social equity, the importance of community programming, and so much more. It's going to be live on all of our channels for Cannavision. So if you find us on LinkedIn, on Twitch, on YouTube, Facebook, and we're actually going on IG Live as well. Everybody, if you're looking into the industry, make sure you guys get over to, if you're looking at getting into the industry and you are in the Los Angeles area, make sure you guys head over to LA Trade Tech College from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. today for City of LA Grow 2022. It's what's going on there is the Los Angeles DCR, Department of Cannabis Regulation, is putting on their first live job fair in 2 years, and the first event ever for specifically for social equity applicants. Biko Flower founder Tamika Drew is on tap for the keynote address, and there's going to be plenty of heavy hitters and employers out there in attendance. So if you're looking for a job in the industry, make sure you guys check it out. Head on out there. The LA Department of Cannabis Regulation requires licensed cannabis businesses to hire local transitional and equity workers. So to support these efforts, they're going to be hosting the career fair. Part one of the career fair was yesterday on the 18th, and today, the 19th, is part two. It's actually going to be in person. Yesterday's was virtual. And let's see. Participation in the Grow 2022 Career Fair will allow licensed cannabis and ancillary businesses in the city of LA to meet and interview job seekers, including those identified as social equity, transitional, local. All licensed cannabis and ancillary businesses that operate in the city of LA in good standing are welcome to participate. So make sure you guys head over there. And I did put the RSVP link in all channels as well. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here and on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook as well. Give me 1 second, y'all. Boom. Put it over here in the chat so y'all can see what's going on. Cleave, go. What up, Eddie? What's happening? S. Rosin, ISRL, what's good? We are just waiting for Dale Sky Jones to join us over here on the mic, and we're going to get up on it. Much love, much love. Big news came out this week. I can go over a little bit more about that. We're going to be doing our lives, or my daily lives, going to be back by popular demand. Those are going to be coming back on April 1st. Been doing a little house cleaning. So have a new look for everything, new format for everything, and everybody on the East Coast especially was loving those. So got to come back out with them. This past week I was out in South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, and it was a fantastic time. So here we go. Boom. Yeah, out in Austin, I got a question over here for Jay Millies. Out in Austin, the Delta 8 I did finally try Delta 8. Everybody knows, like me and Jason Beck over at the State of Cannabis News, we love ragging on Delta 8. And I wouldn't feel like I was being real unless I actually tried Delta 8. So I did try Delta 8, and I was disappointed. I got to say to everybody, I was disappointed. All right, D-Lock, what's happening, brother? I was disappointed in the Delta 8. I won't talk too much trash because I know that's all they have. That's the most potent they have that's legal out there on the in some states, including Texas. So big ups to everybody who, if that's all that you have. But me and my homeboy Stone Slade, he's a fellow correspondent on State of Cannabis News Hour. We dabbed a little Delta 8. It just didn't do anything. So it tasted delicious. So shout out to everybody out there producing some great product with great terpene profiles, but I just didn't feel any of it. So that's just me, I guess. So other people can feel things too. So yes. We so today we have a career fair, hiring festival. It's actually put on by the DCR, Department of Cannabis Regulation, out at LATTC here in Los Angeles, downtown. So if you're out there looking to get into the market, get on out. Still waiting on Dale to come on out here as well. Invite some people to the stage. D-Lock, what's happening, brother? D-Lock. What's happening, brother? Where we coming out of, man?
What's going on?
What's good, brother? Where you representing?
I'm actually in the SEC in the Southeast.
I love it.
Yeah.
What state?
Just came to get some knowledge, see what you guys are talking about.
I love it. We're doing a hiring fair out here in Los Angeles today. I want to talk a little bit about social equity, the impact that it's had on the industry, on operators, and all of that. And just get a good conversation going, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where in the SEC are you?
I'm actually in Jackson, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
You guys have some good medical news.
Interesting state.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting state. I'm not from here, but it's interesting. We just passed the medical marijuana law.
How are y'all feeling about that?
I actually like it.
Okay.
That's the next step.
No, it is, and I applaud the effort. The one thing I didn't like about it is the you guys have like the limits on how much you can get out. But baby steps are steps.
The other week.
What's that?
Yeah, because I'm originally from Michigan, and I talked to some of my buddies up there, and they said this is the first step.
Okay.
But they're so conservative. They're not open-minded. They're so conservative. Like, for instance, by the Senate and the House, that would help kids with epilepsy. And it comes from the hemp plant. It's not the THC part. It's the other part.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all supposed to go, and the governor vetoed it.
Wow.
And and I noticed, like, they're starting to build stuff here, but everyone wants to put their hands in it. And all of a sudden become doctors and experts on this plant.
Right.
And they just basically want to get some of the money.
Right. They're out of place.
So, exactly. The state is so corrupt, I would say, because even the state got $1.8 billion to fix, Jackson and all of that. They haven't even divvied up or given out any of that money because everyone can't get along and want to have their hands in it.
What are they doing with it? Where's the money going?
I'm supposed to help bridges, roads, education, clean up the blight around the city. Also, like the drainage system, the water. There are water problems here.
Right.
I seen something that I've never heard of before. They dug up, there was a pipe bust downtown, and do you know they had fucking wooden pipes?
Hold on. What?
The man said the wooden pipe it lasted this long. This is better than some of the shit they use now.
Wooden pipes.
They were made out of wood. Yes.
How's that even a thing?
I've never. But it's just things like that.
What part of Michigan are you from?
I'm up around Saginaw.
Sag Nasty.
Yeah, that's my city.
I got some people out of Saginaw. I got my stepfather's family is from Kalamazoo, and I actually went to school out in Chicago. I went to the Northwestern University, played football out there. So I was out in Michigan a lot back in my college days, about 25 years ago. So
okay,
a little too cold out there. 12 years out in Chicago is enough for me, and I retired out here.
Yeah.
I retired from winter. To the West
Hey,
Coast.
I tell you, you're born in it, you just don't know.
It's true.
But when I graduated, my father told me, he said, all these plants, General Motors, Ford, and all of this, these jobs are not going to be here for you guys.
Right.
So I suggest you, go get your education, go to the military. The same thing parents say to their kids, or go get you a job. But he was actually right. So once I graduated, no one believed me in my neighborhood that I was leaving like that. And I went 1,300 miles away to school in Baton Rouge.
Man. I said,
I'm going to a HBCU. I said, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It was scary.
Wow, big ups to you, man.
Shit.
That's similar to me because I'm from Virginia originally. And I went to school in Chicago. I wanted to go as far away as possible, get out of the South. But it was the best move that I ever made, man. Opened up my horizons socially, mentally, like all of that. I was able to see different kinds of people and just expand my horizons, like all around, man.
Exactly. Exactly. You see so many different things.
What are you doing in the industry now?
Right now, just learning.
Okay.
I was trying to find out what remote positions did you guys have?
There's a ton. And Dale's going to be on in a couple of minutes, and she'll be talking a little bit about that. But there's a ton of remote positions. I've actually gotten a lot of job offers on LinkedIn, believe it or not.
Really?
For remote positions in marketing, in sales, content
That's
production.
my background, marketing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff available remotely, especially right now as we are. I won't say we're at the end of the pandemic because I don't want to bite my tongue. I don't want to eat my words there, but a lot of stuff has come out that is remote work, and you just gotta make sure you have a healthy internet connection, and make sure that you have the ability to, excuse me, to be available for Zooms and stuff like that. But I found I've gotten a lot of offers like just on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is very cannabis friendly, too.
Okay. I'm going to have to check them back. I hadn't really checked them out in a while. I'm starting from the pandemic. I'm starting to get back in the industry. I used to sell a lot of different stuff. My last one was I was in pharmaceutical sales.
Oh.
And but I was selling oxygen, in hospitals and rest homes, old people, retirement homes.
Right.
And I just started noticing everybody started going missing. And I'm like, it took a nurse to tell me, see that 18-wheeler outside the shop? That's where such and such and such and such is. I'm like, whoa. Because they couldn't bury people at the time.
Oh, at the beginning of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then, so I just noticed a lot of different shit. And I'm like, I got to get out of this industry. And people at my job was actually catching it.
Man.
So it was interesting.
Yeah, it ran through my family. My wife and my daughter got it. Somehow I never caught it. So I don't know, man. I've had 3 close family members pass from it. 2 friends as well. So it has not been a very fun time for the country, but it'll be interesting to see what comes out on the other side. Are you still in pharmaceutical sales?
No, actually, I'm looking right now.
Okay.
Just seeing what's out there.
Yeah,
so I've been talking to a few people. It's hard in Mississippi for an African American to get into pharmaceutical sales. Like when I first got here, people couldn't believe it that I was selling radio and TV, working for the radio station and at the TV station, and that shit was fun, in sales. And it actually helped a lot because a lot of the higher paying jobs here, for instance, they'll interview you, but I rarely see people get those gigs that are of my color.
Man,
rarely. It's still like that.
That's the South, though. That's the South.
But then, I think it's just this part of the South because they're stuck in their old ways. I go to Dallas. I go to Houston. I used to have my meetings in Dallas all the time. They're like, man, you can find you something that you would love out here real quick.
Yeah.
You just got to get up and move. You're like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity, and you just got to make your own way. I just couldn't get past, like, growing up in the South, growing up in Virginia, man, like, I couldn't get past the overt racism. All my homeboys back on, oh, won't you come back? Won't you come back and live out here? Bring the weed industry out here. I'm like, man, I fought that fight growing up. I ain't trying to fight it right now. Things simmer down a little bit. Maybe I'll look into it because the price of everything out here in California is terrible. It's terrible.
Oh Lord, I see it on TV. I'm like, damn. All my buddies from school that stay in California, they all stay in their grandparents' house, or it was, aired to them after the grandparents passed, or, they're like, man, it's just too expensive to get your own damn house. If you get one, it's not big.
Right.
That was my first time in college. He said, one of my buddies were like, man, I got $1 million house. So he showed me a picture of it. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, damn, that looked like the house I grew up in, a regular 3-bedroom.
Man, I tell you, man.
With a baby yard. I said, yeah, I don't need no lawnmower. You can use a weed eater. Shit.
Yeah. We were we sold our condo towards the end of last year. We made a pretty healthy profit, not only relatively, I guess. But when I first bought our place, it was almost $500,000, right? It was 1,200 square feet.
Right.
Me in Virginia, man. I grew up in a house. We were 120,000. We bought. It was crazy for us to get the money to even get that house. But it was 4 bedrooms. We had an acre of land, 2-car garage. I could not imagine
that house in California.
Yeah.
How much would that house be worth?
Man, it was at least a 1.5 to have that.
Yeah.
At least out here in Los Angeles. So I'm in South Central. Yeah. I'm in South Central now, and it's crazy out here. We're like $3,000 a month. We got a house out here, and I'm looking at next year, man. We got to move out. We got to get up out of LA.
I see so many of you guys moving.
I love
to Texas.
I love LA, but it's just too damn expensive. Adolph, what's happening, big man? What's good, brother?
How you doing this morning, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing? You up in the Bay?
Yes, sir. Up here waiting for the rain to roll in.
Yeah, we got this cold front came out here. Me and my wife, we're heading over to the Smoke and Grooves Festival today. Can't wait for that. But it is very cloudy, and it's been 80 degrees all damn week, and it's 60 today. So we're gonna enjoy it though. We're gonna enjoy it. We got plenty of heat on us. Plenty of herb to smoke. Can't wait to get out for that too, man. What's new up there in the Bay, man? What y'all got going on?
Really, head down moving. I don't have to tell you that our industry is taking right. So everybody's just kind of treading water at this point and trying to figure out what the next moves are.
Indeed, man. I know you've been hustling. You've been in the game for a minute too, man. Out there hustling always, man. I always respect that. Respect the spirit of everybody up north as well, man. You want to give the room a little background on you and what you do, what you've been into in the industry?
Yeah. Yes, sir. So my name's Adolph. I am a Bay Area cannabis operator and license holder. I was actually, interestingly enough, I was actually the first delivery license issued by the state and the first social equity license issued also by the state. I've been operating delivery for about 5 or 6 years, I believe it's been now. And then coincidentally, I'm also the managing editor of the Emerald Magazine, and then I'm the director of the Oakland Equity Works, which is a new publicly funded social equity incubator and accelerator. We have a 5,000 square foot facility that will be licensed any day now, in which social equity applicants will get to utilize our S-type kitchen rent-free for 18 months and receive technical assistance to try to figure out how to get to market, or really if this thing is for them at all. And then another portion of or element of our project is we also have a social equity white labeling facility where we'll be actually producing product for outside companies with a focus on social equity. So doing a lot of exciting things right now, and really just trying to keep the conversation going about equity and equality in cannabis.
I love it, man. I love what you guys are doing up there. And Oakland has been a bright spot in the social equity world where we haven't had a lot of those, period. And I think it's just the spirit of everything up in Oakland, especially the soul that was built by the Black Panthers up there, man. You guys get out there and you unite and make sure that everybody has a voice, and that these legislators, man, these lawmakers know what the fuck is up when stuff is going wrong, man. So I applaud everything that you do out there, man. Are you guys hiring as well at the incubator? What's going on there?
We will be. We actually have a workforce development element to the incubator where we will actually at some point in time start actually offering training to social equity employees, so that they can take those skill sets, throughout the state or even now throughout the country and kind of, figure it out. So we are in talks with some of the community colleges where we've been in talks with Oaksterdam. We're actually going to bring in some educational partners and then kind of make this a community thing where, people can go to cultivations or manufacturing facilities or what have you, and actually learn the game hands-on instead of it all just being theoretical or, online curriculum. So we are not hiring yet. We currently have budget windfalls, but we're waiting on the city to give us some more money. We expect to be hiring probably sometime by like the end of the year.
Excellent, man. Excellent. I love that, man. I always tell people, social equity, like, I love the philosophy. I love the idea behind everything. Unfortunately, it's not working on a broad scale, but I always do like to highlight what is working, and it's all coming from a community effort, man. Just the spirit of Oakland, the spirit of the Bay Area, and what you guys are doing out there, man. A lot of people can learn from you, and a lot of people look down upon what's going on in California, but it's not all bad. So big ups to you guys, and big ups for what you're doing and helping people get into the game, especially those who have been discouraged by a lot of stuff that's been going on the broad scale of things. You know what I'm saying? What's popping?
Thank you for that.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add real quick that I like to say that social equity definitely isn't working, but the industry as a whole isn't really working. So It's like that one sub segment is definitely going to get affected. But you're 100% right that Oakland's trying to get it right. They our grant was for $2.1 million to buy this building, and they're actually going to do it again this year with a $2.25 million grant to buy another property. And so jurisdictions could definitely take heed from Oakland to realize that to even prop these programs up at all, they have to commit resources.
Yes, like, people don't understand that, man. Like, you need money. You need money. At the end of the day, this is capitalism, and too many of us are showing up to a football game with basketball shorts on right now. That's an easy way to get your knees taken out. So make sure you guys get your money together, get your business side of the industry together. And if you don't, there are some people out here doing the right thing and making sure that we have those resources available to us. But you're going to need some capital. You need some runway there to make sure you get going. You can't come in here broke and you can't come in here with no skills either. You got OGs like Adolf in the industry that are doing the damn thing, making sure people are in the right track. So I love to see that, man. Appreciate you. Butter, what's happening, my man? What's good, bro?
No, I'm a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's fine.
I apologize. How are you doing, Butter?
I'm okay listening to you guys talk about how expensive it is out in LA because I just moved here last year and I'm getting the fuck out of here ASAP.
You're an Army vet as well.
Yeah, from Brooklyn, but I moved back home a couple of years ago. Not a bunch of years back. I moved back in 2016. I stayed until last year, but the Army made me kind of want to stay out of the way, so I hate city life. I did enjoy LA, of course, but when you live somewhere, it's different. But I came here to get into the cannabis industry. I worked a couple of jobs, but I'm over the working for people, so I also taught myself how to grow over the past summer. So now I'm just looking for more space so I can grow. I'm either going to try NorCal or just go like down south or something. LA is a mess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love my city, but it is a mess indeed. Now, I feel you on that. I grew up I was an Army kid. I was an Army brat. Lived in Germany for 5 years when I was young. Was happy to get back to the States, but in the South is a mess too. We were just talking about that a second ago. My man D-Lock in the building. You think about going back to New York, Butter?
No, I can't think of a reason, not even money, to make me go back. I would have to have a lot of money to where I would have to go outside too much to live in New York, because New York is so gentrified and just I think it's worse in New York than it is here. I do love California though, but if I move here, I'm either gonna go back to Georgia because I was stationed out in Columbus, Georgia years ago, or I would even do Detroit, somewhere in Michigan, but just not this part of California for sure. But never New York, never again.
Well, okay. Can I add something real quick that maybe might entice you back to New York?
Absolutely.
I actually had a 2-hour, so I've actually been consulting with the city of New York because of my project and what they're attempting to do. The state has already pretty much earmarked $200 million for social equity. I had a 2.5-hour-long consultation call with the New York Economic Development Corporation, which is a private-public relationship between them and New York. They manage or oversee all of the New York owned or managed property. They have 9 million square feet of New York City owned or operated property, and they're trying to figure out how to allocate a lot of that to social equity. They are going to get some of the things we got wrong in California right. So just keep an eye on that space. I mean, even right now in New York, if you are a registered hemp farmer, you can convert to cannabis right now. There are a bunch of them in upstate, not a lot, but there are a bunch of them in upstate New York. Some of them as close as 30, 40 minutes outside of Manhattan, and they're already actually given a green light. They are looking at giving social equity. I think it's like the first 100 dispensary licenses or something like that. They are really trying to put their money where their mouth is. And if I'm not mistaken, Rico, definitely correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are proposing to give a bulk, if not most, of the cannabis revenue to community reinvestment.
Correct.
So they're not playing. I mean, they're going to play a few games, but they're still not playing, at least from what it looks like.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, you see, that's what, because they legalized it right when I left. They legalized it in May, and I left New York in May.
They heard you were getting out of the game, Butter. They heard you were getting out of the game.
You made it sound more alluring, because in the beginning I was like, man, I don't want to deal with New York. And New York, just, you know how they are, expensive and difficult. But yeah, you make me think about it, so I'll keep my ears open for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, they heard you were getting out of the game. That's why they opened it up. So the one thing we did talk about that, Adolf. We did talk about that on our South by Southwest panel that we did this past Monday. it was me, Vlad from Happy Monkey, Christine De La Rosa, and Steve D'Angelo. So Christine and Christine and Steve, like they're divisive characters in the industry, but they have a lot of industry knowledge as well. We did talk to them a little bit about what happened in California and how New York can move forward and try to make sure they avoid the wrongs that happened in California in the past. The one thing that did come up, Adolf, is you do have to have the two stipulations that might be hampering a lot of people, a lot of folks of color coming into the industry in New York, is you have to have 2 years of tax returns, number one, and then you got to have, I believe, like proof of a profitable business. So I just don't know how that's going to fare well, especially with the trappers trying to transition over. But we'll be watching New York very, very closely, and at least the first rounds of talks with the licensure and everything that they're doing out there have been going well, and some good people are getting out there, and they're getting some recognition too. So we'll see. We'll see with New York. Hopefully they can get their shit together. They can make sure that they. I think Dale's coming in right now. Dale Sky Jones from Amsterdam. Yeah, we'll see what happens with New York, and hopefully they get it right. But retail is not supposed to be opening for another year, and anybody who's out here in California knows that shit changes from month to month. Hold on. I'm hitting up Dale right now. She's texting me. She and Big Kush J are texting me. She just got to LATTC. She's gonna be piping in live. To join us as well to talk about the job fair as well. Before we do that, I want to give Michael or anybody else in the building right now. You want to quick introduce yourself and let us know what you do in the industry or what your interests are.
Okay, I'm Michael from Nigeria, Africa, and I just fixed my research on extraction of essential products from cannabis or cannabinoid. Not doing anything serious here because here it is very legal, and to everybody it is still the devil plant. So just hanging around with discussions. So nothing much for me.
Okay. Are you is Nigeria coming on board? I know a lot of other African nations are starting to come on board they're starting to come on board with cultivation, with distribution, and all of that. And a lot of people didn't know. Like a lot of, I think it's like 5 or 6 African nations already had medical cannabis legal over the last few decades, as well.
Yeah, that's Rwanda, Ghana. Nigeria is nowhere close yet. Hopefully, the government and the politics around it, I don't know.
What is Nigeria like? What is the sentiment around cannabis right now in Nigeria? So I was actually thinking about making an exodus, making my own exodus, and getting the hell out of out of the U.S. and head back to the motherland, chase my roots.
Yeah, we get it everywhere. Everybody can get it on the street, everywhere to smoke. It is still very illegal. So they say, but we get it imported as much as you want. So it's just politics all over it. They know this whole thing, but it's just politics. Keeping it illegal to be able to do the underground trade and make the legal money from it. So it's all government politics, but we can get it everywhere. It's available.
Is it a good product too?
Yeah, very good. When you smoke it, you get high.
That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
I love that, man. I think I'm the only one in my family that's not been to Africa yet, and so I'm half Panamanian too. I haven't been to Panama. I've been landlocked over here in the U.S. trying to fight the good fight, and we'll see how things play out. But the cannabis industry is opening up doors worldwide. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit.
In Ghana, there's a private company that grows and imports to the West, Europe, Canada, everywhere. That's in Ghana. And in Rwanda, it is legal for research and medicinal.
Uh-huh.
So African countries are picking up, but we don't know what Nigerian government is doing here, but we are open. And we are still doing the underground education. So we'll see how it goes.
So you're doing underground education. You like teaching folks like to cultivate? How's that going?
No, just teaching folks to get to know that there's more to cannabis beyond just smoking.
Mm-hmm.
It has lots of essential products, like you can get your terpenes from it, you can get your fiber, you can get your whatever you want to. So it's just the education we're trying to put around.
Okay. We got Dale Sky Jones. She's gonna be joining me on IG Live here. She's having a little technical difficulties getting in Clubhouse, but I'll be able to pipe her sound over here. 1 second here. Everybody that's on my Cannavision Global IG Live, I'm gonna open this right back up as I join Dale, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about the job fair we got going on. Here we go. Boom. She is live. There we go. What's happening, Dale?
If you don't know Rico, you're about to meet Rico. First I had to find Rico.
Here we go. Everybody on Clubhouse, can you hear Dale?
And we're going to talk about hiring Rico. How you doing today?
What's happening, Dale? What's popping? What's good?
What is good is we are going to help people find career connections here in Los Angeles. This is the very first live event that DCR has put on since the pandemic. So we're finally face to face, man. No masks.
I know. Got no masks out there. They dropped the mask mandate. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but we're gonna vast in this this mask-free, beautiful city as long as we can. Welcome back down to Los Angeles as well.
Home sweet home. I miss it.
Yes, indeed.
Cold though. I thought I was going to come down. I thought I ordered sunshine for the day.
Hey,
what happened?
It was delayed, like with everything else in America. Like justice, like freedom, everything else is delayed too. But it's
I'm a patient woman. It's tenacious.
Yes, you are. It's a beautiful day for hoodies, though. Every day is a beautiful day for hoodies. Make sure you guys.
Every day is a beautiful day for hoodies. Yeah. I got to tell you, though, it is a beautiful day, and you won't get all hot and sweaty while you're trying to interview for jobs. So it's actually a lovely day. See, I put on some real pants. Look at my pants. No, they don't have buttons. I still cheated. But my jacket has buttons. Does that count?
Yeah. Buttons.
Put on real pants for today.
Buttons are buttons, whether you've fastened them or you push them. You know.
I don't think I've worn buttons in 2 years, so this is fantastic.
I'm a sweatpant connoisseur. I'm a sweatpant connoisseur myself, and if unless my wife Jasmine asks me to get dressed, like chances are I'm not going to have to.
That is actually the beauty of the new Amsterdam classes, Rico. They're entirely digital, so as long as you keep your camera up here, you can, still take class in your boxer shorts for all we care. But it's, we come to you. You don't have to come to Oakland anymore.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. So real quick.
Get you as a judge.
Real quick here. So for everybody who's on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and then also LinkedIn, and also over here on Clubhouse, can you give everybody a quick introduction to Dale Scott Jones in Amsterdam, and tell us what you got going on, what the city of LA has going on at DCR today with the job fair.
Thank you, Rico, and hello, viewers and listeners. My name is Dale Sky Jones. I am the Chancellor of Amsterdam University. We're coming up on 15 years of the school in operation, and last year we were blessed to be selected as a vendor for the city of Los Angeles to offer education, technical assistance for workforce and business development. We're also in charge of reporting. And so we're going to help folks figure out their good faith hiring requirements. What's happening today at LATTC, it is not too late. Get your ass in gear and get down here.
Yes.
Whether you're looking for a new career, whether you just want to come network. I've already bumped into so many amazing people, attorneys. We've got ALRB, the Agriculture Labor Relations Board, and EDD. We have Department of Fair Employment and Housing. So if you have questions about your rights or your responsibilities, these are the outreach and education people, not the enforcement people. So these are the ones you want to come talk to and ask questions. We also have amazing folks, other vendors with the city. There were 5 selected, and Wadeco is helping job seekers. So we have professional HR individuals on site to help employers do interviews. And we also have professional soft skill developers to help you interview with those employers. So whatever it is you're looking for, there's going to be rooms to go do private interviews. And then for the whole rest of the week, we're going to take it online. Rico, people can still find each other if they come. You can check it out at cannabis.lacity.org. And you can register for, it's called Premier Virtual. And this is a virtual career fair that's going to continue through the rest of the week. So make sure that you show up today, and then you can continue to find each other for the rest of the week through that website.
I love that. So we had a couple of questions from people in the clubhouse room. We're asking if you're outside of the state, are there remote positions that are being hired for as well?
I hear there are remote positions available. And I think as this program expands more and more, I know that Los Angeles absolutely encourages to hire locally. They're looking for people that live either within 3 or 5 mile radius. And these are the licensed cannabis businesses. But I'll remind you that there's a lot of ancillary businesses that are also hiring. And even the LA businesses are looking for folks. Maybe you're in marketing or social media.
Right.
Maybe you're an event planner or you're customer service. So you can absolutely be remote for so many of these jobs. Bookkeeping, there's a lot of stuff that you can do remotely now.
Yeah, and sales too. So, a lot of the sales that aren't necessarily plant touching, there's always jobs available. I was telling my man D-Lock, he's representing Mississippi right now, and I was telling him, like, I get hit on LinkedIn like all the damn time. Like, a lot of people are sleeping on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very cannabis friendly, both on the content side as well as for job postings and just overall conversations. Do not sleep on LinkedIn. I've been hit up by a lot of people in and out of state for just job offers when it comes to marketing, when it comes to social media management, and just overall emceeing as well. And I actually got a paid speaking gig from somebody who reached out on LinkedIn as well. So do not sleep on LinkedIn, people. It's huge in the business community. There's lots of tools that they have on there to help you build and revise your resume. So like a lot of stuff you're not going to have access to if you're in a remote place or if you don't have legalization in your state. Like, don't sleep on LinkedIn. You might have some opportunity there to at least cut your teeth in the industry.
That's a great point, Rico. And a lot of folks don't realize that the skill sets that you already have are absolutely necessary in the cannabis industry. So what is it you're good at? And that is your foot in the door. You don't necessarily have to start as entry level. What are you good at? And go offer that to a cannabis dispensary or a grow operation, delivery service. They need logistics. They need planning for those delivery drivers. You know, UPS made a whole commercial about it. So there's a lot of different opportunities in the cannabis space. And we're talking about the entire supply chain. So just stop and think about that for a second. The entire supply chain, whatever it is you're currently doing, it likely somehow, some way can be applied. That skill set that you already have can be applied towards the cannabis industry. And that's your foot in the door to then get into what you love to do. I often hear IT people, you know, everyone, they just want to hire me for compliance or IT, but I just want to grow. You can. And it's sometimes just a little bit more education or some hands-on opportunities, and you can cross over those skills and start building IT for grows. You know, right. They're so technical now that they need people that understand IT. Even if you're getting your hands dirty with the plants, that you're still having to operate sometimes some complicated systems to avoid killing off those plants. And the further you get from dirt and sun, meaning aeroponics and hydroponics, the faster you can kill that cultivation entire grow like that. Aeroponics, you can kill those plants in like 3 hours. Hydroponics, maybe it takes a day. So the more sophisticated the grow, the more sophisticated the operators need to be in that grow. So there's lots of different ways that you can cross over, apply your professional skill sets. And if you really love human beings, like someone like you, Rico, you talk and walk and just engage folks and make them feel welcome and impart knowledge. We need folks like that too, whether it's managing a team and leadership or that front line on not just customer service, but also patient relations. So
we absolutely love that. Me and my man Vlad, big shout out to Happy Monkey. I was out there with them in South by Southwest last week, and we had a great conversation about that. And they're actually doing an educational program in New York City. Because we had the same background, and a lot of folks in Virginia, where I'm from, they're like, "Oh, I want to open a dispensary. Oh, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that." And we got to be real with people, especially at this point in the game. If you're trying to come into the industry like with a business and you don't have a few $1 million, like there's a lot of other stuff that is available to you, and you can make a lot of money like off of that. But if you're just getting started, you don't have background in cultivation, you don't have background in running a dispensary, like it's a big hike if you want to start your own shop, especially right now when you actually have $1 billion corporations that are in the game, right? So a big educational program that they're doing out in New York City right now is introducing a lot of the people that are trying to get into the industry to the ancillary side. And exactly what you said, Dale, I've been saying this since, it's been 6 years now since I got on the legal side of this shit. For 6 years now, I've been telling everybody, like, I came over, I used to trap back in the day. It was like 20 plus years ago, right? Back in Chicago. But I came back on the ancillary side, and I brought a company public because we were the first ones to do online ordering. Period. 95% of what is available in mainstream America is available in the cannabis industry right now. And people are hiring, and they want your expertise. They want your experience out here because they know that is available. And a lot of people are afraid to dive in, like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this. Like Google, Amazon, Apple, like all those companies, they're not even drug testing anymore because they know that they can't. They know that like nobody's left in the selection pool, like at all. So
no, it's true.
Yeah, just hop in and just like find what's available, and you don't have to switch. I wouldn't say industry. You don't have to switch lanes. Period. But if you're like me, corporate finance is dying. People are starting to find out that a robot can pick your stocks. A robot can pick your investments for a cheaper price and a more effective long rate than human beings can. And a lot of these other industries where these jobs are more prominent, they're all going the way of the dodo. The cannabis and the hemp industry, we're at that hockey stick moment right now, and federal legalization is right around the corner. So you need to be going to these hiring fairs. I love what Oaksterdam is doing. Big ups on your 15-year anniversary, too. All right, what can people...
We're still standing, man. Let's see, April 2nd is 10 years since the federal raid, my friends. So we are not only still teaching, we're going strong, working with different cities, not just the city of LA, but also Palm Springs and hopefully more to come. And, we're just here for social equity. We've been doing scholarships, over 1,000 scholarships for social equity alone, never mind many hundreds for veterans and patients. We've always operated as a not-for-profit social model to just try to get as many folks educated as possible. And we're thrilled to finally be doing it, with government, with agencies. We have a whole slew of people right over here that are doing their best to help folks get to that next level. Because as you say, Rico, it is so freaking hard, and it takes a lot of tenacity. And at this point, the services are finally starting to roll out, and they're available to the public. So even if you're not in LA, you can still catch a lot of information from LA. So I really encourage people to check out cannabis.lacity.org. Check out this career fair. Realize that we are going to go digital with more career connections. And the best is yet to come. The city has just geared up. This is the very first live event for the Department of Cannabis Regulation, Business License and Compliance Program under the amazing leadership of Dr. Imani Brown. She has been our fearless leader. There are several vendors involved, LA Metro Churches, High Demand Development, North Star Alliances. The producer of this event is Waco. And of course, Amsterdam University rounds out the team that is helping to bring these technical services for both workforce development as well as business development, not just for social equity applicants, but this career fair, it's for everyone. So show up. Rico, Thank you so much for coming on live with us to talk about it and try to pump it out, get people down here.
No, yes, indeed. And for everybody who just hopped in the room, welcome. If you're in Los Angeles, head over to LA Trade Tech College. They got an incredible job fair out there for the cannabis industry being put on by the DCR, Department of Cannabis Regulation. When people get out there, Dale, what can they expect to see? What can they expect to find?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to take a little walk real quick. You want to come with me?
Let's.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go take a look. So when you come right around the corner here, let me pay attention where my camera's going. Actually, here, let me do it this way. Bam.
Bam.
Right. I'm going to take you on a little tour. So right up ahead here, we have got HR services as well as job services for job seekers. So they're going to help you figure out how to interview, whether you are a job seeker or an employer. Right there. Bam. We've got, if you just look beyond them, let me come around this way, because we also have Power 106.
Power 106 is in the building.
Yes. That's right. Power 106 FM is here. All right. We got over here, we have some amazing folks from the Agriculture Labor Relations Board. Hey, Eduardo Blanco from the ALRB, will you please wave at the camera and say hi to everyone? We've got amazing folks from California agencies here to talk to you and answer any questions you have about rights and responsibilities. We got the Industrial Hemp Alliance right here.
Yeah. We got the hemp. Are those the hemp twins? The hemp twins are out there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We even got, look at that. We got snacks. I know. We know our people.
Yep.
Snacks.
If you got the munchies, it's okay.
That stage right there is about to have some amazing speakers. We've got the phenomenal attorney, Tony Forge. She's going to be running the show today with Miss Connie Sparks from Waco. Tony Forge, if you don't know her, is a powerhouse.
She's a beast.
The amazing Carrie Aver. Oh, she is fierce. Are you kidding me? Got the amazing Carrie Aver over here. We got interviews going on over here. And all these booths are going to be filled with employers. So
I love it, man.
If you are in the LA area, we got to see you here soon. We go.
Yes, indeed. And we have a bunch of people. We have some people from Turkey in the house. We have my man Michael over here from Nigeria as well. It's good to tap into these events, especially the virtual, what they're doing virtually now, to get this information. If you guys don't have this kind of information, this kind of education going on, you can be the one to start it in these other countries as well. Or if you're even in a state that's not legal yet on the medical or on the adult use side, like, look into it. Start educating your people. Start these conversations. When it comes to Clubhouse is a great way to do it. LinkedIn, even Instagram be hating sometimes, but on the educational side, get out there and start talking about it. Start these conversations within your communities, because education is key. First, Amsterdam was at the forefront of that in our industry. Educate your people, get good information, because that information is available. Amsterdam is an excellent source for all of that, and spread the good news. Spread the good news out there. What you got over there? What you got going on? I see you in front of the step and repeat. Ready to smile take a picture for the camera, Dale.
Like, look, there's logos, baby. There's logos. Let me take advantage of my scenery here.
Yes.
Indeed. So hopefully y'all come on down and see me, say hi, shake my hand, especially if we've talked on Clubhouse, Instagram Live. You've thought about Amsterdam. You've thought about business and licensing and just trying to find your place in the industry. Maybe you're just trying to see, do I even have a place? I think that's what we're best at, is just helping you find your place in space. We'll also help you find your tribe.
Yes.
And Rico, I am so blessed for you to be part of our tribe. And I just appreciate you and your listeners and your friends, family now, my friends.
Yes,
I want
indeed.
to shout out Big Kush Jay for bringing us all together. I
Big
really
Kush.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, he's here down with me. If you want to say hi to Big Kush Jay. Oh, yeah. Ocean Ave alumni.
Yes.
Like 2008. We're talking old school. Yeah, we're dating ourselves.
Yes. But it's okay. It's okay. If you're dating yourself, you're probably loving yourself too. So,
you know what?
Self-love, self-care.
June, I turned 47 years old. Do I thank cannabis? I don't know. It's
see,
so,
they say the same.
Be proud.
They say
how many stripes.
They say the same thing about me. I'm actually 72 right now.
I believe you.
I'm 72. Morgan Freeman.
Years, right?
I'm Morgan Freeman of the weed world.
I'm going to leave you with that, my man. I have some employers to coach today.
I love it. Are you in town all week too?
You know what? I am a fly-by-day kind of gal with 3 kids at home.
Yes,
so
indeed.
I am jetting back out. That's why you got to get your ass down here.
Dope mama.
I'm leaving at 3 o'clock. I'm getting in a taxi and heading my ass back to Burbank to fly home to see my children. Because tonight, if I can share with you, I am PTA parliamentarian.
Dope mama.
And we have a fundraiser tonight for the schools, because of course my kids go to public school in Oakland.
Right.
The only way to get art, music, library, a nurse, counseling services, the PTA fundraises for every dime of that money anymore in public school. So even if you don't support our local fundraiser tonight, which is happening, this is why I got to get home.
Yes.
Support your local public school. Even if you don't have fucking kids in public school, just even $20 goes a long way to buy some paper or go towards a new instrument for class. And there's so many schools that don't have active PTAs to fundraise. So, let's invest in our children. And that's always, what cannabis has been about is reinvestment in our community. And it starts with the kids. So thank you, Rico.
No, 100%. Everybody, make sure you head out to LATTC. And if you can't, make sure you guys join. Can you give the website real quick for the people that want to tap in virtually over the next week before we tap out here? Because I know we're getting started in 3 minutes.
Cannabis.org, cannabis.lacity.org, cannabis.lacity.org. Look it up and start to look for those social equity services. And I hear Power 106 starting up. So it's about time to get our groove on.
Yes, Executive Chancellor for Oaksterdam University out here, Dale Scott Jones, doing the damn thing. Make sure you guys go check her out. Make sure you go shake her hand. She's a legend in the game. Big Kush Jay as well. I know he's behind the camera. I miss you, big bro, and I'll see you on our Monday meeting. There you go. That's my big brother right there. All right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Day.
Much love.
See you soon.
All right.
Much love.
All right.
Bye.
All right. 100. So everybody back home in Clubhouse, everybody everywhere else, much love. Thank you guys for joining us. And be sure to check out LATTC and lacity.org for all of the cannabis education and all the job fairs and hiring stuff. Just tap in. Even if you guys do not have legal cannabis or educational programs wherever you are currently, start them. Be at the forefront of that movement. Make sure you guys get out good information, good education. The one positive thing about the cannabis industry is there's so many people that are willing to speak. They're willing to help you out. It's just the nature of the cannabis plant. It is very communal. We all come together. We all learn from each other. We all grow with each other, grow from each other. And there's a lot of bullshit too. But the easy thing to do when you're new in the industry, just ask people. If there's scammers, bullshitters coming out in the industry in your area, ask them a few questions, take it with a grain of salt, and ask more people online. Ask vetted sources. Reach out to me, Rico at Cannavision.com. I'm very, very, very accessible as well. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't know the answer, but I can get you somebody who does know the answer to any of your questions within 48 hours. I have no problem at all doing that, because I know so many people in this industry are struggling to stay afloat, period. but people are hiring left and right. And whether it's for a big MSO, whether it's for the city, or whether it's for a small shop, like anything that is of interest to you, make sure you guys reach out. There's opportunities available, and we are at that hockey stick moment, shooting straight to the moon while Rome burns around us in all these other industries. So big ups to everybody. Appreciate y'all coming out. Big ups to Dale Scott Jones, Oaksterdam University, everybody who's out at LATTC. Make sure you guys head out there, show love. They got lots of goodies out there. They got lots of employers, lots of heavy hitters in the industry. Tamika Drew, Biko Flower, founder, is going to be out there with the keynote address. Power 106. I don't know if Big Boy's going to be out there, but Power 106 is out there spinning. My man Big Kush Dre from Club Kush is out there in the building too. And just make sure you guys tap in. State of Cannabis News Hour from Monday through Friday. You can get your daily dose. Me and 11 other industry thought leaders, is what people like to call us. I don't know if I'm a leader in thought. I have my thoughts, I have my feelings. But I appreciate everybody who's been showing love over there. Make sure you guys check us out. Weekday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Noon on the East Coast. We can get your daily dose, man. Love you guys. My wife is hollering at me in the background. I hear my baby screaming too. Make sure you guys connect. Hit me up in the back channel if you're on Clubhouse. Hit me up on any of the social media channels. Find me in the DMs. And just remember, when life gives y'all no place else to turn, you can always turn the fuck up. My name is Rico Lamitte, founder of Cannavision Global. And I love you all. Even the haters. Much love, everybody in Clubhouse holding on with me. Adolph, D-Lock, Michael, Butter, Brett, Artemis, my man Dana. Everybody, man, let's stay together. Let's keep on rising. Keep the information strong. And just keep on moving, man. Keep on pushing. We are at the finish. We are nearly at the finish line. And whether it's under Democrat or Republican rule, just make sure we stay connected, stay communicating, and we know how to maneuver as we always have over these years, man. The trap will never die. I love you guys. Much love. And if you're at Smoking Grooves, hit me up. I'll be out there all day. Blaze like a motherfucker. All right, y'all. Peace.